and today's an arm day, so that's what we're going to focus on today. I always like to start off a little bit light and work my way up as I get warmed up. I usually don't warm up on any equipment. I like to start off lighter with whatever I'm training and warm up that way. I'm going to say that's about 10. That was 30 reps. Started to get a burn. Biceps feel tight. I'm going to do alternating hammers now. They're pretty tired. That was 40 reps, 8-pound dumbbells, and my bar curls were, it's about 25 pounds. Okay, second set, a little bit heavier. So this is going to be 35 pounds, 10 pounds heavier for the curls. Sorry, all my dogs are in here. Okay, 10 pounds, a little bit heavier on this one. I'm gonna turn. I think that was 30. Some of the things that you can't see so far, I've just shot up here. Doing curls. Let's scoot back this way. I always, I call it set myself. So I'm not standing there with my legs straight. I have a slight bend in my knees, and I kind of keep my hips this way. So I'm not standing like this. I'm trying to pull this in. So I call it being centered. You're connecting with your core. You're getting connected. But you sit into it. It gives you more stability and a better foundation below, so you can actually push farther in a set and lift heavier. It gives you more strength because you're more grounded. When you tend to stand straight, plus bent knees helps protect your lower back. When you stand straight-legged, usually it's a feeling of being more top-heavy. It's going to limit you to how heavy you can lift and how much you can lift, how far you can push in a set, and you're not protecting your lower back this way. You become more top-heavy and just a slight bend in the knee and keeping the elbows right at your side gives you a lot more power. It's how you tap into your true power, your true strength. This is 45 pounds. I'm going to have to use some cheats on here, and there is such a thing as good cheats. Good cheats are only good after you use your strict form. I'll set that down for a second, wasting my energy holding it. I did my strict sets, first 2 sets. The end of the second set, started to use a little bit of momentum. So this one I'm probably going to have to use a lot more because it's heavier. And usually when you go heavier, in order to go heavier and to push through it, you have to start to use some momentum if you want to lift heavier and really push the set. But there are good cheats and bad cheats. And good cheats, you don't really compromise your form so much. You're just basically using momentum. So I'm going to do this one here. Reps right into alternating hammer curls. I'm not sure, I think that was 30. I used the 10 pounds again. They're getting pretty pumped. with the last set of bar curls that I did. The difference between a good cheat and a bad cheat. I'm going to stand sideways because you can see it more from the side. A bad cheat is when you go to lift and you get stuck, which for a curl, the sticking point's about right here. So it's when you go to lift and you get stuck and you can't get it past that point. So you start doing this to try to get it up. Right there, that stretches out your core. Your core is not engaged, so your lower back's not protected. That's a really good way to hurt your lower back. So that's a bad cheat. That's a circle with a line through it, bad cheat. Don't do. A good cheat is a cheat that allows you to create momentum while getting past that sticking point and still keeping your form good. And for curls, what I mean by good is not going backwards, not going past that. So if you create momentum yourself enough to get past that sticking point, you get past that sticking point, still keeping your core engaged to keep you upright like you're supposed to be, but you're still using your arms to get it up. Right here, the bad cheat, if you lift and get stuck and then do this, now you're putting a lot of pressure on your back, and a lot of times you don't really get it past here, so you're not even really coming all the way up. A good cheat would be as the weight gets heavier. I don't know if you noticed, but my reps became one at a time. So it wasn't a continuous set of reps like in the beginning. They were one at a time, because as you get heavier, in order to stay focused and connected with your core, you have to do them one at a time. You have to refocus on every single rep in order to keep going. One, because the weight's heavier, you're putting a lot more energy into each rep because it's heavier, so you have to really focus on a single rep at a time. And as you get heavier like that and you're doing them one at a time, you start to use your cheat, which when the bar is laying on your quad, you move your hips backwards, let the bar come with you, do a little drop in your knee, and bounce it off the bottom. I'm going to step back a little bit farther. So you're leaning forward, the bar is resting across your quads. You come down, pop it up. That right there gives you the momentum that you need to get past your sticking point. Once you get past your sticking point, then it's all bicep again. You don't have to lean back because you've got it past that sticking point, and your core stays engaged like it's supposed to, and your form is still good because you're not leaning backwards. So you're here, you bring it back, and then you pop it up. So I'm going to show you with a lighter weight what that looks like. I have the bar resting across my quads. So I bring my hips back, pop it up, okay, those are good cheats.